Hi guys, me again. I've decided to take out the crochet braids that I had in last couple of weeks. When I did my cornrows, they were really tight at the bottom, so I was getting pimples at the bottom, which were quite painful. Besides, the hair I used was not very manageable, so it was defeating the object of a easy crochet braid style. So what I'm going to do today is to do another set of crochet braids, because I'm going to a couple more weddings this month. August seems to be fun packed, so I decided to do the crochet braids again. I decided to get a different braid or extension hair. So I've got this called Just Like Human Hair, and it's Brazilian bulk weave. And open it. So it's just like human hair, so I could curl it if I needed to. And this is what it looks like. It feels really light. Just feels like a crimped version of the hair that I used last time. And I thought I'd come and give you a quick lock update too. So at the end of July would have been my second month locked again. So as I took out my crochet braids last night, I washed it this morning, and I just did a few little cornrows, loose one, and just stuck it behind a headband. Okay, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon now, and I need to be done by at least 3:34 to leave at 6. So get ready to leave at 6. So I've got about 2-3 hours to do. Anyway, on to the brief lock update. So let's check. It's about just below my eye, stretched out. As you can see, it's locked all the way up to here. I'm finding that the ends are actually coming out of the braids. So they're either little curls, or I've had to re-plait them. Some are okay, I've left them, but some of them I've had to re-plait. And then there's my side. You can see I still have bad short hair there and short hair there. It's growing, but it's not growing. So maybe I should start doing something to accentuate that growth, or start that growth. But here we go. Oh, it's actually right down to my neck now. And then back. Some of them are quite short. And one middle one. Or 2. So they're doing well. I'll do a proper 360. I know you just seen the back there, but let me do a proper 360. So the last couple of months have been easy enough. I've just had the 2 weeks, so last couple of weeks I should say, have been easy. I've had 2 weeks in crochet braids, so I haven't had to look after my hair so much. I didn't wash my hair at all in those 2 weeks because I didn't want the hair to get matted. But I did oil my scalp because I had access to the parting, so that was good. And I would try to spray braid spray, the one I showed you that I used to actually stretch out the hair with. So I use this braid spray on my scalp too. And then when I washed it today, I just washed it with some argan oil shampoo, and then put in my shea butter and coconut oil mix. That's all I put in my hair. So I'm going to wet my hair and then cornrow it, and I'll make sure I come back and show you my braiding pattern before I start weaving the hair in. Alright, see you in a bit, bye. Okay, I'm back. I've completed the cornrows and they look like this. It's quite difficult to get the right pattern if you hadn't done your partings for your locks in the right way. So mine were slightly ad hoc because I had just replaced the braids that I had in extensions. And when I took one out, I would then braid lock it, and then take another one out and braid lock it and put it back in. So there was not any real uniform other than what the original braids were looking like. So my partings aren't too perfect. So I've got two long ones going down, so this will form my parting if I need to have parting, and then the rest are downwards like this. Okay, last time I made the mistake of doing parting this way and then parting this way, so it was a bit irregular, so I'm hoping that this will be a bit more clean looking at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and start the crochet braids. I'll come back with the finished look. Alright, bye. Hey guys, I'm back. Here's the finished style. Tell me what you think. I'll give you a 360. I think it turned out much better than my last week's crochet braids. Not so thick at the top. I can wear it out like this more often than having to tie it back, so I feel more comfortable. It's so light. I mean, the other one was light too, but this is just really so light, fluffy. I can tie it back nicely. It comes up into like a tight bun. So I'm very happy with the style. I think it turned out really well. I didn't have to use more than one pack. In fact, this is how much I have left. Quite a bit left over. What I had done was I bought 3 packs thinking I'd probably need to use 2. I cut them 1 pack in half and then took each strand. I started off with a whole strand, and this is really silky, so it actually the knots will come out very easily. And the last week's hair I used, it was fairly thick, so I only had to do the loop once, but with these I had to do them 3 times. And what I found was easier is if I took the strand apart and actually did half a strand. So if it was fairly thick and you could see a natural divide, I don't know if you can see there's a natural divide there, I would just take that apart like this. Yep. And then use that piece and cut it in half, and actually use that to loop in. And then the other piece with others, which if this was too thin, I'd either use this half if it was actually half, or if there's others that were thin, I would couple them together and use those together. I did have to fill in the back a little bit more after I had done my first attempt, or first finishing, and it looks, you sort of can add, if you can see gaps, but I think that's okay. Looks good. Covers my front hair fairly well, so I'm happy. So this is the finished look. Hope you like it. Comment and subscribe. Take care. See you next time. Bye.